He walked away, and you didn't stop him, not because it didn't hurt, but because you were tired of begging to be chosen. You cried alone so you wouldn't have to cry in front of the person who chose to leave. The hardest goodbye isn't spoken. It's the one where you stay silent while your heart breaks. You didn't lose him the day he left. You lost yourself the day you kept begging. He expected tears, but what he got was silence, and that silence is haunting him. Somewhere between loving him and losing him, you learned how to survive without being chosen. You didn't go quiet because you stopped caring. You went quiet because caring was destroying you. Your silence isn't cold, it's the sound of a heart learning how to heal without answers. He thought rejecting you would end the story. He didn't know your silence would be the beginning. You didn't disappear to hurt him. You disappeared to save yourself. Your silence after his rejection is killing him. When he rejected you, he expected something, a reaction, a breakdown, a message that proved he still mattered. But you chose silence. No explanations, no begging, no emotional chaos, and you think your silence means nothing. You think it ended the moment he walked away. But the truth is, your silence didn't end anything. It started something inside him. Because silence does what words never can. It sits with him at night. It echoes in the quiet moments. It forces him to face the weight of his decision alone. And while you're learning how to breathe without him, your silence is slowly becoming the loudest voice in his mind. Part 1. Why silence hurts more than words. When someone rejects you, they prepare for a response. They expect pain. They expect questions. They expect you to fight for them. Even rejection carries an ego-based comfort. I mattered enough to break her. But your silence destroys that illusion. No tears to prove his importance, no messages to soften his guilt, no reaction to validate his choice, and that absence unsettles him. Because now he must sit alone with his decision, without you making it easier. Silence removes the emotional cushion. There's no argument to win, no explanation to dismiss, no closure to control, just emptiness. And emptiness is terrifying. Your silence forces him to feel the impact of his rejection without your emotional labor supporting him. He doesn't get to see your pain. He doesn't get reassurance that you're still attached. He doesn't get proof that he still holds power over your heart. And slowly, a question creeps in. Why didn't she fight for me? Not because he deserved it, but because his ego expected it. Your silence breaks that expectation, and once broken, it cannot be repaired. Part 2. How silence takes back your power. Rejection feels powerful for the person who walks away. He believes he chose. He believes he ended it. He believes he controls how this story is remembered. But your silence rewrites everything, because the moment you stop explaining yourself, power shifts. Your silence says, I don't need to convince you. I don't need your approval. I don't need to shrink to be chosen. And that hits harder than anger ever could. He expected emotional collapse. He expected you to chase. He expected proof that he was your center. Instead, you walked away quietly. Now he's no longer the focus of your emotions. And that terrifies him, because rejection only feels safe. When the rejected person stays available, your silence removes that safety. Now he doesn't know. Are you hurting? Are you healing? Are you moving on? And uncertainty eats at the ego. Your silence doesn't shout strength, it embodies it. It shows emotional maturity, boundaries, self-respect. And suddenly, you look stronger without him than you ever did trying to hold on to him. Part 3. Silence makes him replay everything. Silence removes distractions without your messages, without your presence. His mind starts replaying memories, moments he ignored, efforts he took for granted, love he assumed would always be there. Your absence gives those memories weight. What once felt ordinary now feels rare. Because availability hides value, absence reveals it. Your silence forces reflection. He begins asking questions he never asked before. Did I misjudge her? Why does her absence feel heavier than her presence? What if I let go of something real and you're not there to answer? That's what makes it dangerous. Words would have closed the loop. Silence leaves it open, and open loops haunt the mind. He starts checking, watching, wondering, not because he knows what he wants, but because your emotional withdrawal created anxiety. Now he's tasting the emptiness you were forced to feel first, and the difference is, you survived it. He's just beginning to. Part 4. Why silence triggers. Fear of replacement. You didn't promise to wait. You didn't swear loyalty. You said nothing. And silence allows one terrifying possibility. You might be building a life without him. Someone else might hear your laughter. Someone else might value your presence. Someone else might choose you fully. And he has no control over that. Rejection feels powerful until the rejected person stops orbiting around you. Your silence removes his illusion of irreplaceability, because now he doesn't know where he stands in your life, or if he stands there at all. That uncertainty is unbearable for someone who assumed they had the final word. Your silence didn't threaten him. It freed you, and freedom always unsettles. Those who benefited from your attachment, he may never admit it, but behavior reveals truth. Restlessness, curiosity, delayed regret. Silence plants seeds that grow quietly. Part 5. The final truth. You win. Either way, this is the most important part. Your silence was never a strategy. It was self-respect. You didn't disappear to punish him. You disappeared to protect yourself. And that's why it changed everything. Because when someone chooses self-worth over attachment, they reclaim their power. If he comes back, it's because he finally saw your value. If he doesn't, your silence saved you from someone who couldn't choose you fully. Either way, you win. One day, maybe months or years later, there will be a moment when he realizes, she didn't lose me, I lost her. And by then, your silence will have already transformed you. Silence teaches lessons. Words never can. Words can be debated. Silence cannot. Your quiet exit taught him that not everyone begs. Not everyone waits. Not everyone loses themselves for love. Some people walk away with grace, and that lesson stays long after you're gone. Must be listen the last message, because the last message especially for you. So listen, be carefully. If you're listening to this with a heavy heart, know this. Your silence wasn't weakness. It was the bravest thing you could do. You chose dignity over desperation, self-respect over attachment, healing over chasing someone who couldn't choose you fully, and that choice will change you. Maybe he'll understand one day, maybe he won't, but what matters is, you did not abandon yourself. If you're someone who stayed silent after rejection, not because it didn't hurt, but because you were tired of begging, comment, I chose myself. Let the world know. Some hearts don't break loudly, they heal quietly. Thanks for staying with me at last. So please like, share and subscribe the channel for more mindset-changing videos, because this channel will grow with your support and your love. Thanks a lot.